Hey drummers, I think I'd like to do a little show and tell of my drum equipment for practice purposes. So there are a lot of these on the internet, on YouTube. I'll share what I came up with, which is my hybrid approach, I guess I'd say. So first up, we have my Zildjian L80 cymbals. They're about 80% quieter than a regular cymbal. Like that should be really loud right now, and it's not. I've tested these before and had somebody outside, and they can barely hear them from inside. So I'm in a house, and so it doesn't have quite the same definition, or just isn't the same as a real cymbal, but it's a lot closer than putting a rubber pad on there, and I can get to that as well. So I actually then bought, this is my regular drum set. I bought these, this is just a Vic First brand, but there's half a dozen brands. These rubber mats, I bought this for my drums, my bass drum and my toms, for the right sizes of my drums. They just slap on there. The reason I went with those is I think it was, I don't need as much dexterity as you would with like another drum, like a snare drum. And I thought it was a good compromise. It deadens the sound, but then I can just take it off and I have, it's my regular drum, and I can go and do my actual thing. This I have a extra snare drum here. It's I actually built this in high school. It has a mesh head, so this is a Remo, and I think some other companies have that too, but Remo was one of the first, probably the first. They use these kind of heads on electric drums as well. This is like a screen door sort of material. You can kind of hear that I'm, so it is not the same if you're trying to learn how to if you're trying to learn how to do double stroke rolls and things. You'll kind of get there, but it's not a replacement for a real drum head, which if you play, you know what I'm talking about. You can't get all you can't really pick up all the ghost notes. I mean, you can, but I'm really emphasizing to really get those in there. So, but compared to a snare drum, and it's a little bit lighter sound than these things. It's been a nice compromise. And then of course, these rubber mats come with little rubber cymbal things. You can kind of like putting this on a cymbal, and then you can hit that or something. I never really cared for those, even when I was just starting out. I think I had a set of these in high school, and I ended up never using them. Sorry, neighbors. See, now I own a house, and I'm like, I want to be like really mindful of my neighbors. My neighborhood's pretty cool though. But I really like these. Now there are several companies that make these. I looked on Amazon and I was like, wow, there's a lot of under $100 options, I guess I would say. Zildjian was the first to do it. They have kind of an electric cymbal that they came up with as well. Or it's actually like a cymbal that has like a microphone in it. I forget, something like that with their the Gen series of cymbals that they have for electronic drums. So that's my solution. It's worked pretty well. That would be really loud, but it really isn't that bad. So that's something to think about if you're looking for a way to have a little bit more quiet down your space. Probably wouldn't work in an apartment or a condo because you're still gonna get the vibration. Maybe I don't know. Some people out there there's probably some other videos where people built platforms with tennis balls underneath the platforms to create the suspension to isolate the floor, and there's people who've done really some pretty crazy, gone to great lengths to be able to practice in their apartments. I never did that. I was fortunate enough to be in a house to be able to have at least something that I can do, at least something that I can play. So that's kind of what I did. So I hope and I wish the best of luck in your practicing endeavors and making peace with your neighbors. Maybe they like music.